Hi guys, and welcome back to the Urban Butchery channel with me, Franco. Now what have I got for you on today's show? Well, I've got something really special, and that is how to speedbone a 4/4 of beef. Now the 4/4 that is in the video is a Devon Ruby Red, and what I'm going to be doing with it, I'm going to be doing some single boning on it and some sheet boning. Now I do realise there's lots of different ways of doing 4/4s, and I've done lots of different ways myself over my career, but just on this occasion I just thought we'd do this for a bit of fun, and then you get a bit of an idea of how the speed butcher works. So without further ado, bottoms up, heads down, you got it, let's crack on. Okay, so I'm just releasing the Atlas bone there now. Lovely little 4/4 this, I really enjoyed doing this. And now we're releasing the shin, 4/4 shin. So of course we're doing this at a bit of speed. This is roughly how you would work in a speed boning environment. So now we're just going around the top of the shin bone, and we'll release that, drop it in the bin. And now we're going along the clod and sticking bone, breaking through the joint there. So that joint there is connected to the blade bone, and that's what the knuckle fits into there. And so we're just cutting down, following that bone around, and off she pops. And now we're cutting down the side of the brisket and down the LMC as well. The hook on your right hand side, you can use that for this as well, but I'll use the hook in a moment. So the LMC has been removed, and now we're concentrating on the brisket. So I'm going to take the brisket off the rib cage. This is just one way of doing it. You can actually saw down that line that I've cut and take the whole thing off and bone it out that way, or you can single bone it as well from the other side. Of course, there are lots of different ways of deboning a 4/4. This is just one. Nearly every factory I've worked in, they've done a little variation of this. So there's the brisket off, ready for trimming a bit later on. We'll just flip it over. And now that's the sternum there, or the breastbone, and we've got that meat on the inside of it there. So we're just removing that. And now we're cutting down the breastbone and taking that away, and we'll trim that a bit later on. And so we just release the chine meat, and now we're working our way down the neck bones there. Just a little bit of edge maintenance there. If anybody wants to know how to maintain the edge of the knife, please check out one of my other videos. So we've just cut down the neck bones there, down on the right hand side. So you cut down, following the bones down, and then you go down the other side now. And you can see what I'm doing there with just the point of the knife. A bit more edge maintenance. You will find when you're doing these neck bones that it will take the edge off your knife. Now I'm taking these first two out, two together. Of course I was taught to single bone the whole thing, and we'll do that in a separate video. So we'll just pop that off, and now we're going to take these out singly. So you can see my wrist going around there. You can see how complicated these bones are to get out. These are one of the most difficult bones in any type of butchery, really, to remove. The only godsend really is that it's big. So we're just following that along there now. You're getting a really good view of my Lancastrian cap there, which I was very proud of. And we'll continue with the neck bones. Just moving that along now, that point of that knife, and following that bone around. And now we're coming to the last one. And then what we'll do then is remove the whole neck. Neck, excellent piece of meat. Neck, lovely stewing beef, beautiful. So we just take that off there now. It's still got a little bit of paddy white left in there, which we'll remove at a later date. Now this is a nice little touch. Just watch this. Just get in and out of those fin bones on the back. Now I've seen this done in several different ways. You can do it like this. Not many people do. You can actually saw them off. And I saw a guy named Bob Bell, who I work with over in Lancashire, and he used to break them with his steel. The only person I've ever seen to do that, but quite effective. So I'm just removing the rib cage there, and that'll be trimmed up a little bit later on. So now we're going to take the paddy whack out. Nice satisfying job this, especially this little pull at the end here. Whee, out it comes. Obviously a lot of you dog owners will recognise that as a dog chew, which is what it's used for. And so we're just cutting down the blade bone there. I'm using the back of my knife, getting behind the seam there. There's a little bit of meat left on there, which is not usual to be perfectly honest, but I was being filmed by a professional cameraman, so we'll put it down to nerves. Okay, back of the knife again, just down the seam at the back. And then release around the fin bone, which is running down the back of the blade bone. And then we'll just release the end, and we should be able to pull. There you go. And just pull that right out. In it goes, and there you go. A boned out 4/4 of beef. Well, welcome back guys. I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed doing it. If you did, then please press the subscribe button, press the bell icon, and then you'll be notified of any future videos. And I'll catch you next time on the Urban Butchery channel. Skills for life.